Hello goblins, it's Chris, Eldritch Pipes, and it's this week's Pipes, a day early, because I've been working like a demon, I guess. Actually, there's only two new pipes from this week. One is a pipe that I was close to finishing last week. I thought it wouldn't make it to this week's video, I thought it'd be gone by now, but it took me longer to finish than I was expecting. So it has made it to this week's Pipes. So one of these pipes is both a pipe from last week and a pipe from this week. The crazy things that happen on this channel. I'm smoking some Solani Silver Flake, which is not a pot I dip into very often. It's very pleasant, very inoffensive. I don't know that it's like it really grabs you, but it's a very pleasant flake. Now, I had a strange question this week. It wasn't a strange question. It was an unusual question in the sense of I don't usually get asked it, rather than it being a weird question. And that was, do I make meerschaum pipes? And I don't. I've never touched this stuff. I remember Chris Asquith once telling me about working with meerschaum, saying it was a nightmare. It's a very different substance to briar. It's a whole different skill set. So it's not something that I've gotten into. But this chap really wanted a meerschaum pipe, it seemed, but from me. And then he said, did I do pipes with a meerschaum lining in the bowl? I said I didn't do that either. Although Mike Billington at Blakemar does. So I said I could investigate whether he could line one of my pipes. And so I kind of asked him why he was so laser focused on meerschaum. And he said it just smoked a lot better compared to his other pipes. Apparently they clean much easier, the bowls. I can imagine that. He said cleared all after each smoke you sort of clean it out and you have a fresh bowl. So there's no cake build-up, which is kind of like the opposite philosophy of a briar pipe. You want to build up a little cake. It protects the briar. So Dwayne, you sent me some more questions, and I'll try and get around to answering them in a little bit. So I'll speak to you soon. But anyway, enough of that. It's time for this week's pipes. I'm just wondering which order to do them in. I'll put this down. It's 2 strawberries and a slender man. So I think I'll do strawberry, slender man, strawberry. That seems to be the way to go. All right. Now these aren't bagged up yet, so they're just down here. An interesting little collection. These are not available. They're all commissions or have been spoken for. So this is just have a look. This is a strawberry in a chocolate and yellow contrast blast. Let me see if I can work all the way around there. It's really important to get to see the straight grain. As you can see, it's quite a light blast. You do get just enough to get some relief of detail. It's not really about digging in and getting a really craggy look or anything like that. It's just about getting some nice detail on there. and then being able to just blast back to get some of the ring grain. Obviously, we spend a lot of time trying to orient the pipe so that the grain will flow with the bowl. Because as you can see, the block of briar goes kind of like that. The centre of the block would be down here, and the plateau would be up here. If you get it just right, because obviously briar is a natural product, grain can go all over the place, but it does have a flow. And then on the rim, you're just relieving some sort of bird's eye detail, but it's really just for texture. And then you get a little bit of straight grain on the shank. You do see some evidence of the ring grain flowing along the shank. I mean, it's there on the bowl as well. But I paired this. I said I paired this. This is a request. So this is the gold Cumberland. On a half saddle stem, which is the way that I do them. This one is drilled for 6mm filter. You know, those balsa, those triangular balsa filters. So this is a subtly different design to the normal strawberry, but you can't tell very easily. Side by side, you might be able to just see the subtle differences in the angles. There is a little shift of angle in the mortise to allow for a longer channel where the filter is going to be. So there you go. Chocolate and yellow Sandblast strawberry. This next one's interesting. It's a slender man, but I was playing with a new colour for the metallics. Partly because someone had requested a colour that wasn't kind of currently in the metallic range, and so I thought, yeah, I'll have a look at that. So anyway, we have a slender man. This is really nice and craggy plateau. It's kind of going all over the shop here. It's kind of like got a rim that almost at an angle over there, with the sort of the high points coming over this way. Yeah, some ring grain coming through there. And as you can see, a sort of like cobalt blue stem. Which is pretty cool, I think. I've got a few other blues that I'm trying out as well to see which one's going to wind up being my sort of absolute favourite. It's okay to have a range of hues within a band, but only after you've sort of like nailed down what are going to be your primary colours. So you know you want one blue, and then you want one red, and so on. And then you can sort of, if things are popular, then you can sort of like expand into sort of different hues. But obviously, you like to pick your sort of your key colours, I suppose. All right, so this is the last one. This is the pipe that appeared last week in an unfinished state. And I showed it because I thought this is not going to appear in a video, so I might as well show you now. This is a smooth strawberry. Little contrast staining there. You kind of always wish that you could do smooth pipes all the time, if only the briar would allow, but it doesn't. Which is why I'll iterate it again. You can't commission a smooth pipe, but you can go on a waiting list for a smooth pipe, and then whoever is next on the list gets the next pipe that I can make. So you can see this is again it is a chocolate in yellow, but as you can see it's quite different. No, well maybe they are. Maybe you can see. Yeah, they have a relationship, don't they? Sometimes the sandblast finish and the smooth finish can play with the colours a bit. And this is a gold Cumberland stem again. Really nice little sort of swoosh detail. I'm calling it a swoosh detail. Starting off quite dark and then like the gold coming in, and then by the time you get to the shank, it's like full on. There you go. Smooth strawberry. They don't pop up very often. All right, there you go. That's this week's pipes. It means now I've got a little time to delve into a few other things that are going on around here. So when I'll be back next time, it's going to be the next Listen with Eldritch, episode 31 is when we're going to be. All right. Until then, take it very easy. A loyal pipe maker.